Greetings and welcome to Business Buyers University. I'm Ed Pendarvis, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity to chat with you a little while about how you could buy a business for yourself and your family, and perhaps buy a living for yourself and family for the rest of your life. I'm a strong advocate in today's world of job uncertainty, you might say, of downsizing and re-engineering, right-sizing, and going into business for yourself and providing for your own job security. Probably not going to fire yourself, so you got an opportunity perhaps to have a job for life. And invest in yourself and building a business for you and your family that actually you'd have something to sell if you'd ever wish to later when you go to retire. And most every big business started off as a small business. McDonald's started as a small business. Wendy's did, certainly. Kentucky Fried Chicken, John Deere, Microsoft, Martha Stewart. Most every business started off with a small business and someone just like you making the decision that they're going to invest in themselves and drive the value of that business up through addressing the market and a product or service that the market responds to. And we'll show you how to do that. And rather than starting from scratch and getting folks to quit going where they've been going to buy that product or service, I'll show you how to buy an existing successful business that already has been making somebody a living for years. It's already got trained employees, it's already got customer base, it's already got cash flow sufficient to pay all the business expenses and provide you and your family a living. And I'll show you how to buy that business and buy it right. And the book that we've put together and the videos that we've put together, I've combined 30 years of the opportunity to help buyers just like you and sellers buy and sell a business. And train thousands of business brokers on how to value a business and how to put a deal together that works for both the seller and the buyer. And I will try to help you take advantage of that in a step-by-step process. Now, you know, owning your own business has often been called the American dream. I believe it is. But I'll tell you this, you won't get there by dreaming. It's going to take some heavy lifting on your part, and it's going to take some specific decisions and a process that we'll show you in the secrets of buying the right business for you right. Our chapter thing defines where we're going with that, because we start off with the first chapter on decisions. You've got to decide if you want to work for someone else or would you rather work for yourself. And then decide if you want to start up a business or buy an existing successful business or a successful franchise. What are you buying when you're buying a business? Now, certainly you're buying the assets of a business, but you're actually buying earnings. You're buying a lifestyle. You're buying the cash flow of that business. What do you need out of a job? You need an income. What do you need out of owning your own business? You need an income. We'll show you how to look at how size of a business makes a difference, particularly when it comes to record keeping and understanding the value of business. What are the value drivers of a business? There are 10 or 12 specific value drivers of business, not just the financial information, but there are a lot of other things that go into that, and we'll discuss those with you. How do you find the right business for you and your family in your community? I'll show you how to do that and how to follow a very proven path of getting to your goal line. The focus is very important, on focusing on the business, not just the financials, and focusing on the experience factor of that successful business. A big issue in chapter is, a very important chapter, is how much can I make? Certainly you want to know that. If I buy this business, if I invest a good part of my life savings in this business, how much can I make? And that's a very important question and a very important chapter, and we'll show you how to make the answer for that. Financing a business is different. Now, I call it the mother's milk of financing. Financing is the mother's milk of a process of buying any big item. You buy a house, you normally have to have financing. Buy a car or a boat, and certainly buying a business, you normally need financing also. But it's very different from what most folks think, and we'll show you how to do that. How to negotiate with a seller in what I call a buyer-seller friendly negotiation pattern that ends up with price, terms, and conditions that certainly work for you and your family, but it also works for the seller so that they can get a fair price for the business they've built up and the value they've built up over the years. And once we've negotiated a transaction where we've got price, terms, and conditions that seem to work for you and for the seller, We'll go through a due diligence process, which is a specific point by point by point checklist to make sure that what we think we're buying is exactly what we're buying before we invest our life savings in it. I'm a big advocate of following former President Reagan's wise adage of trust but verify. And that's exactly what we'll do, both in the due diligence process and in the closing process, where we close and take over the actual ownership of the business. And that step-by-step process that we'll go through there goes to both of those. You take a pilot that, I don't care how many times, hundreds of times, thousands of times he's take off and land in a plane, they always follow a checklist and they make sure that they verified each issue. That it's very important to make sure it's done. We'll follow that same process and procedure in this. And we'll show you how to get you to your goal line and the secrets of buying the right business for you right.